So today's supposed to be the first Monday that I'm back at being the forever DM for my D&D group. But oh, brightness trigger warning. It looks like this outside. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not going to D&D today is what that means. But it also means I get to do something kind of fun and cool. So because I'm not going to be at D&D today, I figured for day 26 of the 355 Days of Voices, I'm going to bring the D&D to you guys. So instead of one voice, I'm going to do several voices. I'll give you kind of a back down, a little summary of their background and their names. And you guys will get to see some of the characters I've played, some of the NPCs that are in my campaign. And it's going to be a good time. Fair warning, some of these you may have heard already. So first off, one of the first NPCs our party meets in my campaign. Her name is Arya, and she's a teenage girl that's almost an adult. She's between 16 and 18, and she, like, it's her family's farm and her boyfriend at the time that turns bad, and like she's a big chunk of it. And she's more soft-spoken and kind of has that brogue, just a real soft lilting brogue to her voice. Oh, what do you mean? What's going on? What happened to me dad's farm? And then eventually, when they're leaving that island, my party runs into, it became one of their favorites. So it's a ship I named Yaga. It's had several incarnations, including one where it went by the name of Gaia. And Yaga starts with he starts with a voice that's kind of low, kind of slow. I'm Yaga the boat, and I'm here to help you. Kind of like Eeyore, you know what I mean? And then things happen, and he gets a little crazy, and he gets, I can't remember exactly what series of events led him to this, but I do remember that eventually he gets a little fast and he starts talking like this, and then all of a sudden he starts putting a bunch of words together and you can't really tell what he's talking about, but then he keeps going and then it's just what it is. And that one's fun. We have a sentient detonator that we named Boomer. Okay, Boomer, and I modeled him after Knifey on High on Life. So come on, push the button. I'll make a car fucking boom. Go on, click it. So he's a lot of fun. We also have so I found a homebrew race for Muppets, basically, and Muppet-born type creatures, and we have one modeled after Cookie Monster that he made a barbarian named Atlas that the party also grew attached to. And he's just like Cookie, Cookie. That's his thing is just, Cookie. Atlas want Cookie. Atlas bring joy to a world. Joy is the name of Atlas's axe. So, and then as far as like characters I've played, I really, one of my favorites. Great. I fell in love with the concept. I think it would do well, and his story to me personally is one of my favorites. I played a warlock bard named Billy. He was a warforged, and Billy's whole thing is to find out if he really had a soul or not. And so Billy's backstory is he's actually like a somewhere between 5 and 8-year-old boy whose soul got put into this warforge by the warlock's patron, and his bardic art was crayon drawings. But it was so funny because he was also like an Eldritch Horror Warforged, so he'd be like, "Hi, I'm Billy," but all anyone would hear would be, "Hi, I'm Billy," and then they would shit their pants because I was cursed. So that was Billy. I really liked Billy. He was one of my favorites. In my campaign, there's also an omnipotent angel-like being who is just goofy to the max, like silly as hell, but he is ridiculously powerful. We named him Hamilton. He has his own beach. Hamilton Beach, get it? See what I did there? And he talks like this. That's right, I gave him the King Candy voice. And let me just say, he ain't screwing around. There's a couple of NPCs that show up in my campaign just to make a conversation to kill some time, and then they disappear as fast as they appeared. Called Mick and Rorty. See what I did there? And that's something that's kind of like a, oh, geez, Mick, what are we doing here? Shut up, Rorty. I've almost got it fixed. We'll be back in the Forgotten Realms soon enough. Another all powerful being in my campaign that kind of shows up and fucks with the characters every once in a while is Granny. And I give her this voice, sweetheart, so don't worry. We're here for the long run. We're here for a good time, not a super long time. Unless, of course, you're me, because I'm fucking immortal. We're almost at 6 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up here. Pistachio is another one that my crew loves. Oh, what do you mean? I'm just an accountant. Oh. So this has been day 26 of 355 Days of Voices. Thank you for all the love and support, and of course, as always, follow your dreams! Sorry for 6 minutes.